Do you believe that it's 50 years since Joyce and Marty Orbach have been married?
Mazel tov. It couldn't be 50 years. They're much too young for that.
You know, I think we better get some younger friends. They're getting a little too old for us.
No, we can keep up with them, I think. Or they can keep up with us. We've been friends for nearly 50 years. We've traveled together, went to Bangkok, Hong Kong, where is it? Banff, Lake Louise, Door County, and numerous casinos. I think I have you to thank for my good luck in cards. And we've been members of the poker group since 1975. That's a long time, but we've enjoyed your company so much, and want to wish you a mazel tov.
You know, since Marty retired, we can't play tennis anymore, so we have to spend our time going biking. So we go for like long bike rides, we sit around on the first bench that we see, and start reminiscing, and then we spend the rest of the time going to the Northwest Tennis Club. We don't play tennis there, but we sit in the whirlpool, we take steam baths, we take hot showers, and most of the time we spend by combing our hair. That takes an awful long time. And what else can I tell you? Except for the fact that, you know, we've been friends for a long time, Marty, and I don't remember any time that we really had a serious argument that we couldn't solve. And I'm very grateful for that. Our families have watched each other grow. We've seen your children, grandchildren grow as you have ours, and we want to continue that relationship. And now, we didn't know what to get you for your anniversary, so we thought we'd put together a little video, and we want you to sit back with us and enjoy with your family and your friends, and hope you enjoy this presentation. Good luck and a mazel tov.
And we love you guys.
It is our real pleasure to be able to say happy 50th.
And Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov in every way, and may we continue to share all of these wonderful events
Many more years.
with all of our children.
Wonderful.
And it's a pleasure to be here, and
Even look at the character taking our pictures.
Thank you very much.
That's the best looking doctor I've ever seen.
I just want to say happy anniversary, Grandma and Grandpa. It's been so many years, and I'm so happy, and I'm really excited, and happy 50th anniversary.
Happy 50th anniversary, and I hope you have a very good anniversary. I love you very much.
Look how we're posing for a picture. Tell us when we're on.
Hello, we're on already. It's wonderful. Happy 50th, Mazel Tov. We have learned a lot from both of you. How to be good parents. Good things. How to be good parents and good grandparents. And you're always so generous to our kids.
Yeah.
And
and we wish you continued health and happiness together, another 50 years. And look what you've done. You've made my wife cry. So, yes, we love you, and we always wish you the best.
Our kids and us.
I think you have some shock blood in her. So we always cry at happy anniversaries.
Just know that we love you, and we wish we could be in the same city.
Love you. Enjoy. Mazel tov.
Okay.
not only are Marty and Joyce celebrating 50 years, but it was 50 years ago in 1956 that Alan and I moved to Los Angeles. We drove from Washington, D.C. to the Twin Cities and had some festivities, and then on to California, and flew back on August, I think the 19th, for Marty and Joyce's wedding. So it's a double simcha, 50 years in California and 50 years for our brother and sister-in-law.
And who would ever think that he'd have 11 grandchildren? He never mentioned he was going to do that when we were growing up. But what's so wonderful about Marty and I is we've gotten so close as brothers, and our families have gotten very close with the kids and the grandkids and it's a great relationship.
But we aren't planning to catch up.
That's
We've
right.
stopped at 4.
So we want to wish Marty and Joyce all the best.
Mazel tov and nachas from the children and grandchildren, and we're thinking of you on this wonderful day and wishing you many more happy years together.
And thanks to Babe for making this motion picture.
Joyce and Marty, this is amazing to me, how it is that it could be 50 years since that ceremony when you got married at Microcotish and I was one of your bridesmaids. We were all so young and innocent, and it was such a lovely time. And Marty, that gorgeous man, the doctor, was taking my sister away. What a moment. Oh, I can't ever forget it. Mother and Daddy were so proud. They loved it so much. They filled every minute of the event. And then you went on, and Joyce, you being a teacher, and you had that apartment, and I came and visited you, and every day you'd come home and you'd put that record player on. Oh my God, and we'd listen to that music, that little apartment. And you were so welcoming to me and so accepting, and it was just so nice. I loved it. I loved it. You've always been a role model for me. You know that. You've always said, well, you know, I'm not the most perfect. Don't put me on that pedestal. You couldn't help it. You couldn't detract me from it. You've always been there. I mean, not that I don't think you have a flaw or two, but not important enough. I won't even mention them now. This is going to be around forever, so I won't mention them. I think in a lot of ways, in all seriousness, we've been just so special with each other, and all that I've been through, and you and Marty, you too, you've been there for me. You've always sat there. I can remember we were polishing sterling silver for a party one day at your apartment. I think it was your old house, the old house. And we were polishing on the floor, and we got to talking, and I was saying some very intimate things, and you were just saying, being the wonderful psychiatrist you are, and helping me through it, and I went to bed that night saying, it's going to be all right. I'm going to manage through all of this, and that's how you've been to me for a very long time. You're the in-resident consult and confidant and doctor and helper in our life, in my life, the whole time. And I'm just grateful for you at all times. There's no question. And Joyce, I don't know what to say. You know, you're my consultant in clothes, and you're my consultant in makeup, and you're my consultant in relationships, and you're my consultant in life, and you, I just adore you, and I think you two are the epitome of what's good in America, what's good with a couple. You shine in every way, you balance each other, and you're welcoming and generous and kind. Your children are beautiful, and I just love you so much, and just know that my life would have been diminished if you hadn't been in it. I'm just a different person because you are my sister and brother-in-law. And I wish you 50 more years of the most beautiful time in the whole world. You're just grand, just grand. I know Svi has something to say because even though he's been with us 11 years, he's a good judge of character. So he's got a few things to say too. He often says to me, well, what would Joyce and Marty do? Well, I'll tell you what Joyce and Marty would do. So here he is.
Marty, thanks for getting me out of the mental institution. I appreciate it. No, just kidding. Seriously, you know, the times that we've been together have just been fantastic. I particularly enjoy the week that we spent in San Diego together, the walks on the beach with Marty, the rock collection that I now have from the Pacific Ocean, thanks to Marty. Joyce teaching me how to play gin rummy. That was a lot of fun. And Joyce, I don't want to win. I really am just competitive. I'm not competitive. I just want to win. Just remember that. But I am very, very impressed with the both of you and the way you raised your children and how your grandchildren are. And coming out here to this Alana's bat mitzvah has reinforced all of that in me about the family values, the Jewish values, and how important they are to all of us, even if we let it slip away a little bit once in a while. When I come here and I see this beautiful synagogue that you helped guide to being built, Joyce, and your son who's now the president, mother and son combination, it's just wonderful. And like Susan, I also wish you many, 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 at least 50 more years together.
And I have to add one more thing, because I always do. You know that the Dector women, we do that, don't we? We need to get the last word in.
Yep.
I hope that we can help celebrate your 50th wedding anniversary. It's such a milestone. And so let us know where, when, or however, and we'll be there, because we love you so much.
Happy 50th anniversary from your cousin Denise. I remember, Marty, when you were about 10 years old, you used to write to your cousin Dave when he was in India, and he loved getting mail from you. You both boys did so well, growing up and becoming doctors and everything. And Joyce, you did a wonderful, wonderful friend to me. And even after Dave passed away, you both have been wonderful to me. I love you all. I'm very, very happy.
Say, you guys, I'm filming you. Don't you have anything to say about your Marty and Joyce?
Oh my goodness,
Started, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, Mom and Dad, it's hard to believe that we're all here celebrating your 50 years of marriage. 50 years of your love, your laughter, your curiosity and interest in others, your warmth and your care for one another, your family, and all those around you. I feel so lucky to have been part of 42 of those 50 years. I wish you many more years of love, good health, laughter, joy together, friendship, and fun. I love you.
And I've actually been part of half that many years. And when I first moved here, I would run into all kinds of people who would ask me, are they really as nice and as happy as they appear? And my answer was no. They're actually much nicer and much happier. And I've loved watching your relationship and marriage over these last years. It's a wonderful model for what can happen over 50 years of marriage. And what I also love most of all is that you just give of yourselves to us and everybody around you, and it's a pleasure to watch. Happy anniversary.
Go.
Grandma and Grandpa, nobody could ask for more of you. You are the best Grandma and Grandpa ever. I love you so much. Happy 50th anniversary. Happy anniversary, Grandma and Grandpa. I love you, and you help the world become a better place. You do a lot for our family and our community, and I'm sure that the world would not be the same without you. Happy anniversary.
We're here today, Jill, Jazzy, and myself, to wish you a happy 50th anniversary. 50 years, the two of you together. It's been such a wonderful thing to know about and to learn about and to be a part. I remember when I was a little kid, parents used to come up to me at the Adath and say how lucky I was to have such wonderful parents. Not just because they were great people, but because they got along so well together. You're wonderful role models for Jill and myself and the three girls, because you listen so well to each other, you learn from each other, and you share in each other's wonderful joys and accomplishments. So happy, happy anniversary.
And coming into the family, I have been truly blessed by having such wonderful in-laws, and I am thrilled to be a part of the Orba clan, and look forward to celebrating many, many more happy, wonderful, special simchas as with the Orbaks.
Happy anniversary, Grandma and Grandpa. I can't believe you've been married for 50 years, and I'm so lucky to have you guys as grandparents. And I always love playing cards with your grandpa and beating you, and playing ping pong and again beating you. And I love always going shopping with you, Grandma, and it's so much fun to have you guys around. Happy anniversary. Grandma and Grandpa, I love you so much, and whenever you take us to go for games, it's always so much fun, and they always win, so that's always good. And I always have a blast in San Diego, and especially those strawberries. They're really juicy and good and excellent. And you do so many good things for us. And I love taking walks on the beaches to Rock Heaven and Dime Beach. It's so much fun with you. And yeah.
Sarah and Alana are not, so they're going to be talking separately. But we wanted to make sure you knew how much we loved you and how much we appreciate all that you do for us, the little things and the big things, and how you're such wonderful role models for me, for my family, and for the community. It was great to be able to, what do you look at my knee for? It was great recently, what are you looking at my knee for? Look up, boy chick. There, come back to the face. It was great recently to be installed as the president of the Adath, the first mother-son combo in the history of the Adath Yeshurim. It says a lot about how your leadership style is and how you raised your children, both you, Mom and Dad. So again, we love you so much. 50 wonderful years together, and we look forward, as Jill said, to many more wonderful simchas.
Good.
Wait, so your house is like my second home.
There, go. Go sit. Sit.
Jazzy
Jazzy says that your home is like her second home.
And she loves walks with Grandpa.
And loves you guys so much. And won't sleep.
Hi, Joyce and Marty. I want to take this occasion to wish you Mazel Tov on your 50th wedding anniversary and tell you how happy I am that you are my parents' closest friends, and the energy you bring into their world is really pretty wonderful. My favorite Joyce and Marty moment was running into you in San Diego when we were on our bikes and you were on your bikes, and just shows how athletic and energetic you are. And I also remember coming home one day, I think poker was going on at my parents' home, and I came back backpacking, and Joyce, you looked at my backpack and you said, my makeup wouldn't fit in that backpack. So those are my memories that I think of when I think of you both, and all your support over the years has been really great with all the writing that I've done and showing up at my events as well as all of our family simchas. So it's your turn to sit back and let everybody else tell you how much they care for you, and just want to wish you lots and lots of more happy years together.
Okay, so I understand, Joyce and Marty, it is your 50th wedding anniversary coming up, and it's time for many of us to reminisce about how we met. And as you know, I probably can't reminisce that far back because I can't remember, but I think I can. That we probably met at FIDE Affairs because Marty was a year behind Burton in medical school, and our lives kept intertwining. Joyce became principal of the Adath Sunday School. I taught Sunday school. And that had to be 50 years ago because Bert used to babysit Stuart at home on Sundays when I went off to teach Sunday school. I think that was also the time that you began to have summer girls, and I can remember many a funny tale, but I can't repeat them, and stories about the summer girls you used to have. And I'm sure your children will laugh and regale with many stories of the summer girls that used to be at your house. There's trips that we've taken together. There were trips that we took. I'm wondering if the first trip that we took together was not to Mexico City, and then we hired a cab driver to take us to Acapulco, which by the time we left from the time we left Mexico City till the time we got to Acapulco, we knew his whole life history, his family history, his grandparents' history. We knew everything about this man there was to know. And then we got to Acapulco, and we didn't have the right clothes because it was very, very warm. And it was probably the first trip for the four of us out of the country and to another culture. That was the beginning of many trips, whether it was out of the country, or it was up to the North Shore, or it was even to Canada, where we had great adventures in Canada and in Seattle at World Fairs with Babe and Sarah. I could mention many of them, all of them with their own stories to tell. But the best part of all is that we've enjoyed our friendships together for many, many years, and will continue to do so. We've been together for the good times and for the sad times, with laughter and with tears, but always with hugs and always with an understanding of the treasure of a friendship. May you have many more wonderful years together in good health, with lots of laughter and joy from your children, your grandchildren, and your friends. And with that, a blessing to both of you.
Joyce and Marty, what can I say? Louder. I can't possibly say anything more than the fact that you two have been the friends of the Shrell family for neon the 50 years that you've been married, almost thereabouts. I've known Joyce when she was a young girl and sister to Renee, and then you two have come into our lives, the Shrell family, and the Orbachs and the Shrells have been coinciding, and you know what you have been, Joyce, to as a leader amongst the Jewish women, and have had my children, my daughters, follow you. And Marty, you know what we have thought of you two. I just can't say enough about you two. And then since we have had this unfortunate happening 6.5 years ago, how you two have absorbed my Janice to come into my life and our lives, and receive her as a friend, and just the two of you have been something very special to me. And I wish you well, I wish you health, I wish you happiness, but most of all, I wish you tomorrow. And when the tomorrow comes, there'll be tomorrows after that. So God bless you both, and 50 years is a short period of time that comes and goes, but tomorrows are still coming. Janice?
Joyce and Marty, Mazel Tov. It's a wonderful, wonderful anniversary, and it's noteworthy because the two of you are such special people. I am unfortunate in that I've only known you for a short period of time, but it has been such a pleasure to know you and to say you are my friends. I have told Zell he cannot stop seeing me because I have adopted his friends. They are wonderful people, and you excel amongst the best. The best of everything to both of you and your families.
Cool. Happy anniversary to Marty and Joyce, or Joyce and Marty.
Not Mr. or Dr. and Mrs. Orbach?
No, that's too formal. Before we start, I'd like to know one question. Joyce, how come I wasn't invited to the wedding? I don't expect you to answer it now, but maybe sometime when we're in private you can tell us. We were invited to the 50th anniversary party, but unfortunately we couldn't come. Dorothy? You better stop.
Both a very, very happy 50th wedding anniversary, and enjoy with your family and your friends in at your granddaughter's bat mitzvah, and look forward to being together with many other very happy occasions. And you can come to the cabin now anytime you want, now that you know that there are fish up at Lake Vermilion.
There's more to say.
You're a wonderful couple. We've had great times together. It's not often that we can say we've known and had stayed friends with couples for over 50 years. It's a great accomplishment for all of us. We've formed a great group, a great chabura, and we hope that we'll continue all together for many years to come. And happy anniversary to both of you. You're a beautiful, beautiful couple.
And have a wonderful family.
And you have a wonderful family.
That's what I said.
And we'll have another synagogue president in your family. That's terrific.